Ta-da.
You did good on that. I'm proud of you.
I put this shit together this afternoon, and yeah, it was quick. It was a quickie. Here we are, M. You're the M to my K. Maria, Kevin here. What the hell are we doing?
I don't know, but we decided to do it at like 10 o'clock this morning. So here we are.
12 hours later. This is something that we have been pondering for several months, us doing something together. And we started this, we came up with this idea, towards the fall last year?
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually the first go around. The show was called Echoes
And entities.
And I have to maybe find this. Well, here, let me real quick give us the background. All right, so I put together this little spiel, so I might as well say it. All right, ready?
Go for it.
Lock your doors, turn out the lights, and pour something strong, because you're officially tuned in to the debut broadcast of MK Ultra Loaded. We are live. If you stumbled in here by accident, looking for a safe, sanitized, corporate approved content, click away right now, because tonight the censorship bars are coming off. We built this show for the night owls, the weirdos, and anyone else who looks at mainstream news, looks at pop culture, and says there is no way in hell that's the whole story. Every single week we are diving headfirst. This is supposed to be a weekly show on Friday nights until the alcohol runs out or we pass out. Mm-hmm. So every week we dive headfirst into the deepest rabbit holes, from paranormal phenomena and classified government cover-ups to the absolute unhinged chaos of trending pop culture. And because it's late night, you already know we're throwing in some adult conversation, because it's strictly NSFW. Google that if you don't know what it means. Kevin, Maria, ready to declassify the truth and probably call me out on a few of my wild hot takes, but that's, who she is. She's been calling me out for what, 4 or 5 years? Maria, this is our first episode of Loaded. How you feeling? What are you thinking?
I'm feeling pretty good. I've got my drink of choice right here. I think this is going to be fun. There's just y'all, where this is going to go, we don't know.
But you know what? We're here, and the intent is just conversation. Some people, at this time of night, it should be safe to say the kids should be in bed. This is not going to be a kid-friendly show. No.
It's going to go everywhere. There's going to be a lot of cursing. Who knows where it's going to go to, especially when we get into government conspiracies. I think we're going to try to cover all that crazy stuff, correct?
All the food groups.
Yeah, all the ugly stuff. Because I think there's a lot of ugly stuff people don't know about. So,
and it's
we need to bring it.
I definitely don't want this to be a political show.
No.
And I don't give a shit what side of the fence you lean on, your left, right. At the end of the day, just be good. Just be a nice person. Be good to people. Be compassionate to those that are not as fortunate or less than. Because we know right now, without sounding like I'm just calling it is at this moment. So I don't need the what about this administration. They're not even hiding their corruption anymore, man. They are
they're not hiding their craziness. They don't give a shit.
They don't. They're between all the deals that they're making, the Sons, Junior and the other one, trade deals, trades, stocks, shit. They're getting in and making all this money before shit happens. It's a crazy time. And what's weird is that 10 years ago, not even more than 10 years ago, because Trump was 2016, so more than 10 years before 2016. I kind of like. I wish we could go back to that, and only for the fact that, especially on like social media, people, you got all these keyboard cowgirls out there that behind a keyboard they're badass, but it's just right now it's just people don't give a fuck. I mean, they just think that they
COVID.
say whatever they want to say. COVID did change a lot.
COVID did change a lot, but I'm our generation, and it depending on where you grew up. Oh, that's a perfect T-shirt. Why do I not have one of those? Anyways, quit trying to interrupt me. You're trying to divert me. But we just, the way we were raised, depending on where you lived. I mean, we were feral. I mean, we came home to eat, and then we were back out on the streets until the street lights came on and it was time to come home. But they think, you want to talk about this administration making money. They've been doing this for years. Insider trading has been happening forever. And they come into office making $50,000 a year net worth, and have a net worth of $50,000. And within 6 months, they're worth over millions. So this is a game that's been played forever. And they have made the rules that they can do this and not get in trouble for it. But Martha Stewart, oh my God, let's send her to prison for doing the exact same thing that they've been doing. So
speaking of Martha Stewart, I saw her on a commercial or something the other day. She's in her 70s.
Yeah, with Snoop Dogg.
And she looks fucking amazing.
Well, yeah.
Oh my God.
She has a ton of damn money. She can look amazing.
I don't think a lot of that is cosmetic or enhanced. Not a lot. No, not a lot. Not a lot. No, you want to see enhancements? Here's a good one. Go to a party at Mar-a-Lago. You talk about some enhancements.
Oh, let's do it.
I don't want to do it.
Oh yeah, no, you want to go to a party with that high up and to see how everybody lives and what they look like. I want that plastic surgeon's number, and then I want them to pay for it. Just saying.
You talking about a turnoff for me? Enhancements. Now I get it if you've had some medical issue or something that has altered your appearance and you're doing something to bring yourself back, that's one thing. But to go from to enhance yourself to freaking double D's because you want to have a place to set your chin when you're drinking, watching
when they're up here.
Exactly. That's such a turnoff. It's such
well, but okay, so I sent you a picture of one of my friends today, and
but I actually yeah, but they were not too much. They were not a lot.
You didn't know her when I first met her. That was a lot.
Well, no, but I'm saying right now it's not a lot. Now maybe when back in the day she didn't have something and then she enhanced, but her enhancement wasn't crazy.
Oh yes, for her, yes, it was.
No,
we're talking about somebody that these people don't even know about. So let's just go from there. But when you're going to be 80 years old and they're still up here in your throat, you're going to be able to tell that you had some type of enhancement.
And that's fair, but I
To
didn't think hers were. Yeah.
To each their own. I don't want to go through that pain.
Charles, if I want a plastic doll, I can. I guess I can. Yeah, I can show it. If I want a plastic doll, I will get the
the one that does not argue. There you go. They make blow up dolls every day. That'll be perfect.
I know.
That's what you want.
A blow up doll,
or just duct tape for my mouth.
Speaking of duct tape, I thought this the other day. I've been doing the Kroger. I'll go put my on the app, Kroger app. I'll do my groceries and pick them up. Because which I'm okay with going to Kroger, but have you ever been to like a grocery store and you're looking for something and you think, okay, it's down this aisle, but you can't freaking find it. It's nowhere on the shelf. So what I have found through doing the app is that everything that I want, they get for me. I don't have to look. I don't have to look for those little things.
You are so spoiled.
So here's what I want to do. And I want to record this. I want to, the next time I do the Kroger app, I want to order duct tape, rope, KY jelly, lube for you people that aren't from these
Don't
parts,
know what that is.
and a large cucumber.
Oh my God. And see how long it takes the police to get in your door.
The police won't do anything. I want to just see the face of the person when they come to the car and like, and I'll purposely order like alcohol, beer or something. So they have to ask for my ID. Get that. I want to see the look on their face when they realize,
No, you don't. This is what you'll do. You'll order all that.
I will.
And then it'll be the day that I'm coming up there.
And you'll go.
And then you'll say, oh, will you run my Kroger before you come here? That's what you're going to do.
That's even better.
What you're going to do.
Yeah, and I will let you drive my car after I have inserted a camera into the car to record the whole thing. So let's give some backstory here before we go deep into this. Why are we doing this on ERRT Radio? Maria, you've got more history with them, but
Ron's a good friend of ours. Yeah.
Well, keep glazing him, make him feel better. He's watching.
He's watching.
Yeah.
No, it's like so I met Ron through KGR Radio.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when they only had chat. They didn't have video.
Mm.
So everybody was in chat. Charles, Amy, all of these people were in chat. And that's how we all got to know each other through there.
I met you through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then I think Ron had asked me to be on. He wanted to interview me because he found out that I did paranormal investigating and was part of MUFON at that time. And so and that was when he was only doing audio on Mixler.
Mm.
So, and you and I from there, when we met through KGRA, we would do music shows through Mixler. You would send me a playlist. I did
those were so fun.
Freaking work. Yeah. Well, then they changed the app to where that I couldn't. I think the last playlist we tried to do, everything that I thought was right, it was replaying songs. Yeah. So that went to hell in a handbasket. But
probably
it was a good time.
Copyright issue or something. Maybe.
Something was going on. But anyways, that Ron does still have Mixler. I think he has. Amanda still has like every Friday night, Ron? That
we should do that.
They do.
We should do another one.
Musics. Yeah.
We should do our little.
But we'll have to find somebody that can upload the tunes. So, anyways,
yeah, we'll do.
It was a good time. So we're going back like 8 years or so that I first met Ron, and then you didn't hook up with Ron until KGR when your show Universal Secrets hit.
I hooked up with Ron after he placed an ad on Craigslist.
Looking for a date? You actually answered that? Wow. Yo.
Mm-hmm. It was a great ad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He had me at hello. Ron Juan. He's my dude. He's my dude. Yeah. So, all right. So people are hanging with this. The gist is, and we'll, it's first night. We'll keep
We're
doing
going to
it.
be
We'll
everywhere.
build. Yeah.
We're going to be
It's more of a free flowing. We might have a few topics in mind, but for the most part, it's free flowing. People in the chat comment, ask questions. What's on your mind? This is about us. When I say us,
everybody in chat.
Everyone in chat, everyone watching, bring it. But let's go back to
Ooh, Tara just threw up a question.
Did she? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good question, Tara. And it's a nice segue to this whole UFO disclosure thing. So here's my quick. Let me give a little spiel as I'm kind of doing my homework here. If you think the UFO conversation is still about crazy backyard sightings and blurry photos, you're missing the biggest story on the planet right now. Now, keep in mind, I know a lot of these people are paranormal people, but there might be some people that just aren't in tune with the whole paranormal thing. So play along. In the last few weeks, several weeks, 4 weeks, the U.S. government has literally built a public website to drop gigabytes of military UFO video, while top-tier Pentagon insiders are casually going on record naming 4 distinct species that they did of alien bodies in government custody. We aren't waiting for disclosure anymore. We are living in it. Let's break down the 2 parallel tracks hitting the news right now. So the first, the big picture here, following an executive directive earlier this year, the Trump administration launched Pursue, Pursue, the Presidential Unsealing and Reporting System for UAP Encounters. How they always come up with these acronyms that just make sense. They set up a public hub at war.gov/UFO, and it has already clocked over 1 billion hits worldwide. Actually, way more than 1 billion now. So when did the gates open? May 8th, the initial drop hit the public with 162 files, 120 heavily detailed PDFs, and 28 declassified military videos. It included everything from archival Apollo mission photos with anomalies highlighted to modern encounters with floating orbs over the western U.S. So then the tranche, is that how you pronounce it? To the date of flood. So May 22nd, which was last week? I guess last week. Yeah. Secretary of Defense, War, Pete Hegseth, cleared a massive second wave, over 70 megs of documents and a massive 5.6 gigabytes of raw military video files. So the Department of War Defense explicitly labeled these as unresolved cases. That means the Pentagon is officially admitting that they can't identify these craft, explain in their flight paths, or replicate their physics. We had footage from, it was the Lake Huron F-16 footage. We talked to, but let's stay with this before I'm going to go into the alien species in a moment, but there's two drops, which was the 8th and the 22nd. What stood out to you and why?
I think on the very first drop, that was the recent sighting of, they were chasing orbs through the desert. They wouldn't tell us where it was, but I think we kind of figured out it was either Area 51 or places like that. But there was a huge PDF that they dropped explaining everything that went on. And it went for like 2 nights, and they were describing these orbs and the lights that they were seeing, and this was like 2025.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was interesting. And it was on the very last page, and it was mixed in with all of the early moon landings and all that stuff. It's like they tried to just throw this out there, but they put in photos and stuff that these other people had observed, and they investigated it for 2 or 3 days. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Obviously, when you have someone like an astronaut, sharing their stories, there's some crazy files. I think it's safe to say that for us enthusiasts, as an enthusiast, you've done investigations, your time with MUFON and all that. I think it's safe to say that us who have followed UFOs, aliens, the whole ufology thing, we were less than dazzled over these drops.
Oh yeah,
Because
this stuff that came out was nothing.
Majority of it we'd already knew of.
Mm-hmm.
And there was again some audio files that were okay. The one thing that has been put out there too is that depending on who you talk to, I've seen, and this is what one thing it's crazy, and I touched on this earlier about how divisive we are, and just how shit is right now. But the one thing that our freaking government, our Congress, our senators, they're bipartisan when it comes to this disclosure.
Mm-hmm.
And to their credit, they're going hard. You got the people on the right, Burchett, Luna, Burleson, are doing everything they can to get this disclosed, and literally calling out how the government is done, and alluding to the this deep state within the government that I don't know if it's who it's really come from, but I've seen it out there on social media. That is their concern for President Trump, to fear that if he goes too far with this, that the people who want to keep the secrets step in and make sure they are still kept secret.
Well, they're already keeping them. I mean, they're never going to give full disclosure to any president. They're in for 4 to 8 years. That's not a lifetime for anything.
It's a temporary job.
Yeah. So they're not going to tell him anything. And he can release all of this. Yeah, I'm going to call it crap. This is light in the sky stuff. This is not physical. This is not anything that we've ever heard about. So you take Terry Lovelace, you take all of those, like Patty Donahue, you take those sightings, those reports that they've done, and there's physical evidence of stuff that happened to them. We're never going to hear about that.
Right. Not to digressing a little bit, side conversations, with me, you, and Ken, I shared a potential guest that could talk about the hybridization program.
Yes.
Well, and following up with this guest, I don't want to give gender or anything, but this guest had to pause doing the show because of recent disappearances. This guest is in fear right now of coming out and sharing any type of information that could, in a sense, acknowledge the existence of life outside of this world, but more importantly, how our government has been
Yes.
involved with this for decades.
That's why we're never going to have full disclosure on anything, because you're going to look at lawsuits for years of the people that have been silenced. They've lost their jobs. Their life has been destroyed, and they've been not breathing anymore because of this stuff. The whistleblowers. We're never, and that was 2017 when all this first started.
December. Yep.
Yeah. So it was just kind of thrown out there, and more lights in the sky. Yes. Okay. So the military clocked it, and then they started putting out the threat thing. This is a threat. I'm sorry. This has been going on for years. If it was a threat, they would have wiped us out a long time ago. The only threat that they're seeing is because our military can't duplicate everything, but they have duplicated some things. So you go to Bob Lazar, all the stuff that they tried to reverse engineer.
Right.
And years later, he came out and he told every bit of it. Why he's still talking and breathing, I don't know. Maybe they thought people would think he was crazy, so they just left him alone.
Well, I think it gets to a certain point where if they took Bob Lazar out, then the world would fucking know that this was, this was calculated to silence someone. So then what you've done, you've brought more potential heat on yourself, because then you got people who were like, oh, really? We're going to keep digging harder. Or can you kill all of us?
Well, they took out Phil Schneider.
They did. And that's a topic we'll be talking about soon. Go ahead, Maria.
Thoughts on the missing/dead scientist recently? Yes. So I don't know who first brought the attention. Well, it was the general that come up missing. That started it.
That kind of started it. And then when they started doing their homework, they're realizing, wait a minute.
They're going back years now.
They're seeing people connect. Well, go ahead.
But these are people that are not in the public eye. So if they take them out,
it's easy.
Whether they've taken, and some of them have been murdered, some of them are still just missing. We don't know if they're still alive somewhere. We're never going to know that. But it's like now they start digging and they start going back. And what the last one was like 10 years ago.
One of them, yeah,
one of the last ones. So, but isn't it convenient that all of a sudden that's disappeared out of the media? Nobody's talking about it anymore, because we have the people that are going to give us this much. It's going to keep you occupied for this long.
You enjoy that much? What are you talking about?
Well, I got this, baby. I got this.
Sometimes I need to
ride that Asian horse. But anyway, we get diverted in media all the time, and that's what Project Mockingbird. It's still going on. I mean, and that was years ago. And there's people that don't know about that. They don't know about Project Blue Book. They don't know about all these different things, because it was back in the day, and God knows we don't teach history around here anymore.
No, we just make it.
We make it, baby.
All right, hold on. All right, so that's it. Amy, thank you. Amy's going to wear us out tonight, as usual.
No,
Charles will wear us out.
Yeah, Charles.
But bring it. We're here for it. We're here for it. Tara, thanks for hanging too. So Charles is saying, number one, the technology would be too disruptive to the existing power structure. Absolutely.
And they're building us up for that to happen.
Well, see, this is where the skeptic in me comes in, because I I don't know if I'm that superior to you, if I'm an alien and I'm privy, or I've been lucky to have technology in my existence, like it's billions of years old. I'm that far advanced. And then I come and interact with you earthlings.
You people.
Why do I need to like be quiet? Why can't I just can start my own podcast as an alien? I'm like, look, you want the real story? Let me give it to you. As my tongue comes out and grabs a freaking fly that's flying in the air on live TV. Well, wasn't it do you remember the movie or the miniseries V?
I do.
I'm telling you what, between these little miniseries, and not to mention, we've got a Steven Spielberg movie coming out next month, June, that is going to probably drop people's jaws because I don't think it's really a movie. I think it's a documentary / warning /
Well, that's like I told you that I wanted to rewatch the Third Kind?
Yeah, we can do that. We could watch
that was freaking 70s. I remember watching that on TV and I was like,
this will be his
perfect.
I think it's safe to say Steven Spielberg is in our lifetime one of the greatest directors, if not the greatest. But think about his UFO catalog: Close Encounters, ET. He's got this Disclosure. What's it called? Disclosure. What is Disclosure or something? Next month. But he also, there was a mini series I think called what was it? Taken, maybe. That he was an executive producer. So, but more I'm getting is that Spielberg is you can either say, you can say all these. You can say he's either an enthusiast or he's in the know.
Well,
and keep in mind in a Close Encounters, keep in mind, who do you know who he had part of the they actually got credit on the movie, an advisor, Jacques Vallée, and J. Allen Hynek. And J. Allen Hynek actually did a cameo in the movie. So my point is that, I mean, Spielberg goes back to the J. Allen Hynek days and mindset, because at that time, J. Allen Hynek wasn't a debunker. He was a believer. Yeah.
But you have to go back. Hollywood has been doing, and CIA, FBI has been working with Hollywood all this time. We're going to do soft disclosure. Do you remember? Did you ever watch the movie Knowing? The Knowing? Nicolas Cage.
You've mentioned that to me.
I've mentioned that, and you just kind of blow me off like you normally do. But anyway, so
no, we just added to our watch list, which is
my gosh,
about
yes,
100 shows and movies.
Sopranos, The Shield, all that stuff. But so it's all been self-disclosure. You look at the movie Signs, and when the one scene that everybody will always remember is when they are, they're watching a news broadcast and they're having a birthday party. It's in a foreign country, and you see this alien that walks. Never.
People don't lie. When that alien, even as brilliant as that move was, just coming out of past,
everybody did the same thing.
Even earlier, if you remember, wasn't because that Science is a great movie. There was that part where what's his Mel Gibson's character? He was in the cornfield, and and he dropped his flashlight because he kept hearing something. And he's trying to
Yes.
shine it. He dropped his flashlight. When he picked it up and shined it, all you saw was the leg of
The
an
leg
alien.
that moved. Yeah.
And then I went to see that when it came out, and so it was 2002.
Oh, in the theater?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So back in the day.
But that was also after he had his encounter at the vet's house where he chopped off that
the
finger.
fingers. Yeah.
So how many more hints do you have to have that, you know?
Well,
But
you
that
got
movie was
him.
great.
You got that. I mean, obviously Hollywood has the UFO.
They're doing it on purpose.
Well, you could say that, or you can. I mean, Hollywood is capitalizing. It's because it's a great. People are interested in aliens.
Mm-hmm.
They're interested in the unknown. Here's my concern. Where we talk about like, I can imagine this. Is Spielberg doing movies? Foreshadowing or kind of help leading humanity into an understanding that we are not alone. Is he helping that? My concern is that then you have the movie Predator with Arnold and the alien who Now, what happens if that kind of an alien exists that just wants to just get trophies, or the movie Alien, the aliens, the actual alien?
Yeah, but they did that in outer space. So,
well, you don't think they can arrive here?
Well, didn't they have their fight here, Predator and Alien?
That was Alien versus Predator in the Antarctic. And then you got parts of I just think now more than ever, things are going to start making sense of what and why Earth exists. Because keep in mind, Earth, what is it? 75% of the Earth is underwater, right?
Right.
And then of that 75%, there's at least it's 80%. If I last saw, at least 80. That of that 75%, there's 80-ish% that has not been explored. That can't be explored.
It could be. They just haven't done it.
Well,
if we can send satellites to orbit the sun,
the pressure is different down there.
Come on, we can do it.
James
and we
Cameron
probably
did
have
go
done
down
it.
to the Titanic, but the thing is, where the Titanic is whatever foot that or feet that was. There's just parts of the ocean that is way deeper, and you can't tell me that we don't have stuff. You like to tell me a lot, but anyway, you can't tell me we don't have stuff down there already. I don't think we do. I think
we do. I think they do.
They do.
And
we're not allowed to play with them. That to me, that is like, okay.
Have we not gotten a USO? We've gotten UFOs, and
UFOs once they get close to the surface.
All right,
but
have we
down there?
I
think they know they're untouchable down there. Who's going to bother?
Are they really?
We don't have the technology yet to get down there.
Have you not watched the movie Abyss?
Look, just because
come on,
I can get a quarter off the deep end of the YMCA pool does not make me eligible to go down to the bottom of the ocean.
I'm just saying, we've got the technology, and they're just not telling us about it.
Whatever.
Don't whatever me. Find me another question.
Are we going to come on Friday nights and I'm just going to debunk everything you say?
You're going to try. It's not going to happen. But anyway,
there it is.
Find me a question.
Disclosure Day, June 12th. Thank you.
Oh, whatever. Is that when the aliens are going to actually? Oh, is that going to be Project Bluebeam? That's what's going to happen?
I don't know.
Is that going to be Project Bluebeam where when they make us think that's what's actually happening? We're getting invaded.
I know. I'm giving Tara a new nickname. It's either going to be Terrified or Terraform or Terra.
I think she'll take anything you do.
Terrified.
Terrified.
Fine. So what do we got? Well, let's see. I need to give you access. Are you able to click and add the, you can't?
Nope.
All right. Well, I'm going to
I
remind
don't
me
have
that.
my little 3 dots to the side. I don't have that anymore.
I'll make you an admin for this. Maybe. Yeah. My concern is that anybody I make an admin would have access to what I record sometimes. All right, so go ahead. You do the reading.
So Amy says they are so advanced, ? Different ? That they are masters of human perception / reality. I think we're
who knows
them, right?
Who the fuck knows?
Exactly.
But here, and this is, I'm one of those guys that believes things happen for a reason. I'm not religious and all that shit, but I do think there's a rhyme and reason for our existence. There's an order of the universe. And in some whatever way, present company, we are in a time where, I'm just going to remind people, Marie, I know you hate when I do that. I think you hate when I do this. To me, the 3 greatest questions in my lifetime, and probably a lot of people's as well, is there a God? What happens when we die? And are we alone in the universe? We're going to get in our lifetime. We are on the verge of getting the answer to one of those questions, Maria.
I think that depends on your religion.
Okay, let's go there. Thank you. Good Lord. Good Lord. Let's prove me that he's a good. What's your point? Go ahead.
So if you look at the Native American version of all of that, you don't die, you just move to a different world.
I buy that. See, that I do buy that.
That makes more sense to me. Makes more sense to me than anything else that happens. Don't tell me when I die, I'm either going to go to heaven or to hell. Don't tell me that. Because, and then there's other ones that's you're here until he comes back, and then everybody comes up out of their graves. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that I'm going to be in purgatory to serve my sentence for whatever I've done here, when everything we're taught is something that came from somebody that decided that, oh, we don't want you to think this. Women are pieces of shit, seriously, for many, many, many years.
And this is where I have to be freaking serious. If your beliefs, your religion, your culture thinks that people are less than you, women, in my genetics, I have women in my life, and I can't fucking imagine ever being that person that thinks that my mother, you, my ex-wife, my daughters, my granddaughter, family, whatever, any female that are less than me. To buy into a cult that thinks that women are subservient, that I don't get that. I will never get that. And what's even more important to me is that my kids and my everyone in my on my side of my my family, that's never going to be the case. And if anybody that they
Mhm.
deal with thinks that they're better than them, well, first of all, they won't last, because I fortunately
Just
for me,
wash that.
I don't the females in my life. Well, I'll take it back. My mother. I'm being the full disclosure here. My mom grew up or came in a culture. My mom's from Thailand, so she came here. She met my father during the Vietnam War. Love you long time, and I do still ask my mom to say miso.
And she does. Oh
She
my
does,
God, she
and
does.
in her thick Thai accent, it's still funny. Love you long time. She doesn't. She doesn't really know what I'm asking her to do, but she does
I
it,
think
and
she
it's still
does.
the great.
Anyway,
But in serious that no,
she went through hell. HELL.
yeah, and then hell.
Because she married a hell, but she came here. She was
She got
married.
pregnant. She got pregnant uh, in she's from Thailand,
Right.
so in Bangkok, Thailand, which I recently introduced to my grandson. I asked him, "What's the capital of Thailand?" And he says,
Bangkok.
"Well, before he says it, I hit him low. Hit him low. I hit him down there before he could say it." He's like, "Oh,
Like I said, everybody, we're all over the place
I
through
don't give
here.
a shit."
But it's
Yeah,
but no, but what she went through
she
was
did.
the norm, seriously, the norm for a lot of women.
Not just that, but hear this story.
But she was a whole different country,
Whole different
completely different.
country. So she gets pregnant with me, and dad is still overseas. She comes here to London, Kentucky. That's where my dad's from, southeastern Kentucky. People if you're not familiar with Kentucky, all the stereotype, Kentucky stereotype of being hillbillies, rednecks, that part of the state, absolutely, 100%, absolutely. And
Yeah.
it's they're way behind times. And anyways, so my mother comes here, and my father, who has 7 siblings, he's one of 8. He was one of 8. Brings my mother comes here and stays with my grandparents, who my grandmother, is my mother tells a story, was the only one who made her welcome, who treated her, who respected her, loved her. My father's siblings, I mean, keep in mind, again, southeastern Kentucky, very white, very racist, fucking racist. And that's one
Very
thing. I've
isolated from the world as well.
unfortunately, I've had to distance myself from some of my relatives because of their
Mhm.
still racial their beliefs. It's sickening that that's still happening. But my mother came here and had to endure that. Keep in mind, this was in '66, so I was born in '67,
Mhm.
and it was just it's ugly and when I hear those stories. It's but eventually, mom, who she is, won my family over because she is a genuinely sweet lady.
Mhm.
Um,
And she's about
and
this tall.
short, and the whole stereotype Thai lady. And
And
yeah,
she
but
loves everybody.
yeah,
Like
but going
she
back real quick, my mom was that, but see, my dad still was from southern southeastern Kentucky, brought up with that mentality that the husband is the provider, the wife is to stay at home, do her chores, take care of the kids. That was happening in my world, and it wasn't the best of times with that. And for a long time, hate saying this. I mean, it's being reality is that I was the firstborn, and I was a mama's boy, and the shit that I saw how my father treated her, and it's because of his upbringing. It's that learned fucking behavior, and then adding Southern Baptist mindset to it, where we were going to church 3 times a week, and it was just so
Do you know? Okay, so here's my thought on the reason why women
I'm gonna get my
oppressed.
mom on here one time.
Oh my God!
How cool would that be?
Oh, I love her. I love her.
And she what?
She loves me long time.
She loves you too. She loves you.
But my thinking, the reason why women have been treated the way they have been is because if they had not, we're actually in control. We have the babies, we bring the life in, and
but more importantly,
we control the pussy. I'm just saying.
that is it. That's at the end of the day.
That's where it all goes.
What men will fucking drop to their knees for that for
that
the
keyword. Yeah.
for that golden box of yours.
But I'm saying, I honestly think that's the reason that women have been treated, because actually they have the control. You can't. Society, no, I'm talking about as far as we wouldn't be here.
Does it make you a masochist? What is that? If you like pain, what's that word?
I don't know, but it's like, I don't like pain. I got an epidural during childbirth. Just saying. But if it wasn't, if you didn't have women,
you already know what our show is going to be about.
Oh my God! Here we go.
We're going to bring up all of our.
Here we go.
The stuff that we talk about in private is going to come out. And so that yes, well, not everything, but things that
I know where that big red button is at the bottom of the screen.
Things that we would be like, you see it one way, I see it another. Not to fight or argue, but where I'm going with is that there are several things that I can say, all right, this topic, Maria's here, I'm here. Let's talk about it. Let's see where everyone else goes. Not to embarrass each other, but
there's a lot of topics that you think that I'm there and I'm not. That's been a lot.
I've learned. You're right. I've learned. I labeled you a certain way early on, and you, I've
brought you back.
You have, and clearly you can't be that far to the other side, because if you were, one, we wouldn't be together. Two, we might still have a podcast just for the shits and giggles of it. But we wouldn't. But you wouldn't be up here every 2 weeks. Put it that way. You wouldn't be in Louisville, Kentucky every 2 weeks.
I wouldn't be up there every 2 weeks if you didn't enjoy the.
And stop. No, that's not.
Lord. Are you going to blush like
I'm going back to questions. Let's go back to the questions. Go ahead, Maria. Read and give your thoughts.
Speculative science question: do aliens give live birth? I don't know. We have
live birth.
We've got that hybridization thing. I don't think so.
I would think no. I think there would be some.
So how can they be us in the future?
We're constantly evolving. Here, this is the other thing too.
So they have to do time travel and come back?
No, yes, they would do time travel. But here's my take is that keep in mind, before the internet, what were we doing as kids and just young people? What were we doing before the internet?
We were outside doing whatever. We had
On the
3
go.
channels to watch. We
On
were
well,
constantly on.
we only had
Constantly.
3 TV channels choices. So it was like, oh fuck, I don't need to watch TV because the one show I want, I know it's on at this time, so
Oh,
this
yeah.
date at this time. So we would
We
be
had our TV
outside,
guide.
and I would be the one that would, if the label was off a little bit, I would pull it off.
Right?
I would, F you all, I would pull it off and I would put it on my face and say, anyway. So where I'm getting is that before the internet, we were just it was more, we were living life in a very more
Mhm.
physical way too.
Mhm.
We were, for entertainment, doing things out of the house, not
Yeah,
fucking
we
home,
were outside.
looking at
We
our
didn't stay
phone,
inside.
not on our computers,
Mhm.
not gaming, all this stuff.
Yep.
For gaming, I had this is like deja vu. There was a time, and I remember this too so vividly clear, and you'll understand why once I share this story. It's my senior year in high school. Keep in mind, this is 1985. 85, over 40 years ago. I'm old as fuck. We've already got that out of the way.
No, Charles is old as fuck. He's the oldest one in our
Charles is a beautiful man, and we love our Charles. Charles, if you're still on, why don't you come on tonight and defend yourself? Tell Marita, fuck off. So in high school, my senior year, computer classes, computers were starting to be introduced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was such, at that point it was like, I'm dating myself, Commodore 64. You remember hearing of those?
Yes.
Ataris, and
I had the Atari.
So,
loved it.
You know, if you're back in the day wanting to save some type of a file, it's on via a tape.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, so we're in part of a computer class, and me in my senior year, basically every day.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to, but we would leave campus to go to the McDonald's. We would all go to McDonald's for lunch. Mm-hmm. And eventually I think I'm starting to think McDonald's gave the school a cut of what they were making, because they were fucking making because they would always be busy. But it was always, I went to Manual High School in downtown Louisville, so we would literally, there's a McDonald's close by, and from 11 till like 1, it would just be busy. So now that I'm saying this out loud, yes, Ronald cut a deal with our high school principal to let us hang out at McDonald's, spend money, because we'd go, but there was the dollar meal, whatever and we would go to McDonald's. And I don't know why am I going with, why did I even mention
don't have a clue. Oh my gosh. Anyways,
so
Charles threw a comment.
Keep talking. Go ahead. There was a reason why I was saying it.
Yeah, I don't know. We're loaded.
We are.
Build, bud, spawn, or
the loaded
clone.
Is part of the name. Just saying. Look at the top of the screen.
I know. I see that. I'm trying to read Charles' comment because you won't bring it up. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyways.
WILY.
Yes. Number 2. Dose. Build, bud, spawn, or clone. What is the real difference? It surely takes a large chunk of one's energy for a big chunk. Me right now. Stop interrupting me. Will you bring up Charles's comment? Oh my God. He just went for a bladder drain. Oh, no, you're back.
What, Charles?
Bring it up.
Which one? What did it say? What's the comment?
It's
the clone.
No, 2 question marks, and it says,
"Oh, this one."
Yes, thank you. Jeez.
Go ahead. You read. I will be right back.
Oh, here we go. It's the bladder. Will you come and like?
Do you know what? Let me remind you. Do you know what this is? Do you really, seriously, right now on live? I don't give a shit. People are watching. What
What
is
are you
this?
talking about?
Do you know
It's
what
your
this is?
hand.
It's
It's
the back of
out
my
your head.
hand. Exactly.
Go pee. Lord, this is what y'all are in for. So Charles asked, build, bud, spawn, or clone. What is the real difference? It surely takes a large chunk of one's energy for a big chunk of their lives to make replacements. Absolutely. But how do they do it? That's the question. Are they here? I don't understand. And I'm sure nobody else does either. Well, except for CT, but build, bud, spawn, or clone. So, Charles, what was the year that they really threw out that they cloned a sheep? Because I know you're going to know that. But that was when they really threw out that they have that technology that they can clone anybody at any time that they want to. And the spawn part of it is that alien going on up there. I don't think they're giving birth. I don't think that's what's happening here. And I can't bring up anybody else's comments. So, clone. Tara said, clone them grown, Charles, so they don't have to be raised. That's exactly right. Go ahead and make them adults, and nobody has to do anything with it. Yeah.
Yep. What?
Tara made a good comment to Charles's question.
Terrified?
Yeah, I think, Tara, you're going to have to change your
Terraform?
July 5th, 1996.
Hold on. I'm trying to catch
Dolly, yes, Dolly. Thank you, Charles. I was talking, he asked a comment about, or he asked a question about the cloning part of it. And that was when it first came out in the news about they cloned a sheep. And Dolly, 1979.
Oh. I'm seeing, what is this? July, what's 1996? What's that about?
That's when they cloned that sheep. Okay. And they put it out in the news. But you don't hear anything.
What were July 5th, 1996? Where were you and what were you doing, Maria? This is a fun little game. Wow. Oh, we could do, you know what?
Oh my God.
Here's the thing. Let's do this, guys. This is where, this is where I think we are on to something. And I think this is where we'll grow and have fun by doing a Friday night live stream. We're in our 50s, just fucking hanging out. And you and I will just be us. So if you've had an issue of something I did or said,
I'm not bringing that out here.
That you okay. That you feel like you. No, here's the thing. we can set our boundaries offline, but we can say, okay, this is a line. If it's anything about this shit, we can't bring it up. But if it's okay, let's bring it up and just have the conversation. And especially if it's a topic where you and I disagree, or we're not on the same page, we bring it up and let the chat give us their feedback. But here's the thing is that I want to just be ourselves. I want the chat room to be themselves. Ask the questions. We're all fucking adults here. So let's, that's off the table. So there's no, speak freely. I'm saying this. This is a show that we speak freely. Now, I don't want to inundate our show with constant F-bombs, and clearly I don't want to say anything that's offensive, that's truly deep. Now, there's woke offensive and there's real offensive. I'm not, I know where we have to draw the line. But with that said, it's game on.
So
I
July
think this
5th,
could be, yeah, go ahead. So that's where I'm going.
so
July 5th.
1996.
Where were you and what were you doing and who
I
were you
was
doing? No,
I
first,
was
let me ask these
married.
questions. All right. So
Mm,
at this time, how old were you? All right. Were you?
96. I was 26,
Mm,
almost 20, almost 27.
mm,
July
no,
July 5th, I was 26. I
you
would
would be
be
20. You're almost
27
27. You're right.
yeah.
So 20, technically
I am right.
26.
Are you telling me how old I am? Okay.
Technically,
Anyway,
yeah. You're 20. You're 26 at this
yeah,
point.
at this point,
All
I'm
right.
20.
So let's say there.
Married. My child is.
Hold on.
Oh,
Let me. No,
jeez.
I want to. This is a do-over. So so you're 26.
Mm-hmm.
Are you married?
Yes.
Okay, that's Dwight, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My son's father.
And is Dean born at this time?
Yes, he's 2 years old.
He's
at
2
this
years
point.
old.
Mhm.
He was 90. Oh yeah, Claire. That's right.
Yeah,
Or,
he's
no.
Kelsey.
Yeah, Claire. No, he's closer to
Claire.
Claire.
Yeah, he's closer to Claire.
All right, so
Kevin has a shit ton of kids, just saying. So
I've got my share. I'll own it. Cheers to the ex and all the family members that help. Yeah, but anyways, so Dean's two. Let's put that his stash on 2-year-old Dean. Put that.
Oh my God.
What would that look like? Seriously, have that visual. We need to fit. You know what you need to do is get a picture of him when he was that age, and AI whatever add the stat.
So what
like
talking about is my son has decided to do the handlebar mustache.
That's funny.
Yeah. So anyway, at age 2.
Age 2. All right. So he's 2. All right. So at this point in your life, what would be your go-to song at that time of your life?
Oh,
So
Soundgarden.
if you're listening to a Walkman, where do you listen? How would you listen to it?
No, I had a CD player.
Okay.
And it was like, so I absolutely hated the fact that grunge came out. Nirvana. Don't fucking play that around me. I don't know.
There's a few Nirvana songs. I'm not a Nirvana fan per se, but
none.
there are. What's
for
that
you?
part?
Not for
No,
me.
I can play you some songs, and I think you'd like them. Anyways, go ahead. Your music wise.
So Soundgarden was my every morning routine.
Soundgarden. Which makes sense on us being us, because we are cheers to Soundgarden, and more importantly, the greatest rock vocalist ever, Chris Cornell.
Yep.
That mofo, good God.
So anyways,
here's the problem. I can't, it's hard. There's some songs I fear if they're like, if I'm in Kroger. Stop it.
Are you gonna like dance and
no, not even that.
Going down.
So I'm, there's music playing. If I'm shopping and a Chris Cornell vocal, which is his solo stuff, Soundgarden, of course, arguably one of my favorite, if not my favorite band. Audio Slave.
Yes.
If
Yes.
if I'm shopping, pushing the cart down the aisle, and all of a sudden a Chris Cornell song comes on and he's singing away, my panties would drop. My whole pants, everything would drop, because that's my guy. And you know what? I'm going to say this. I have this idea. I'm going to, for show purposes, I saw a documentary about Chris Cornell, and he actually, in 2017. I mean, this is where the reality is with you think someone like Chris Cornell, who is clearly a rock vocal icon, way up there. You look at them like they're freaking aliens, which I might have to start thinking, maybe if aliens have been here and are interacting with us, then the Chris Cornells, the LeBron James, all these people who are just that we see as the most like superheroes, rock stars, invincible. Maybe they are aliens. We'll get back to that. So with Chris, I have this idea that if there was a documentary and his wife came on and was talking about how, I don't know, there was legal things. I literally Googled and checked. She's not been on any like podcasts. I want to like literally reach out to her and just like, can we talk about Chris?
I don't know. I don't think she would.
I don't think
I would. I don't think I would.
Or if not Chris, how about the music?
Well, that's a completely different subject for sure. But
anyway, shooting down my
anyway, we need to wrap this up, Mr. Hale. What do you want to close out on?
Let's go back. I mentioned this right at the beginning of the show. Let me bring this back up, and we'll shut it down with this. One of the quote unquote bombshells with this disclosure, maybe whatever, is that there's been this thing with the media, with social media, about the 4 alien species.
There's actually 8, but anyway.
There's way more. Actually, depending on who you talk to, I've heard anywhere up to 70-ish species, 60 to 70, that they say what they are, who, all that shit. So, while the government is playing it safe, with radar data and unresolved phenomena, a legendary intelligence leader just blew the lid off a biological side of the program. So the claim is that in a recent high-profile roundtable discussion, Dr. Hal Puthoff stated that high-level insiders directly managing crash retrieval programs confirmed the U.S. government has recovered physical remains of at least 4 non-human biological species.
Yeah.
What say you?
They're telling us this, whether it's true or not, who knows? We need the evidence. We need the paperwork. We need the videos, the photos, whatever. And even if they did release it, I'm not real sure I'm going to believe it. So I'm not optimistic on anything coming from our government.
No, that's fair. That is fair. All right, it is time to wind this down. Maria, I want you to take us home. Let everybody know what is our plan. Is this a Friday, every Friday thing?
We don't have a plan. We would like to do this every Friday, definitely. The background here will be different if it's on several different Fridays, but I don't know. I think it would be great. Topics, bring them. We're always ready to talk about anything. Even so, which means that I need access to all the comments that were coming in because Mr. Hale gets diverted and always exits stage left to relieve his bladder. So anyway,
Because
which
my
you left
bladder is
me,
the size of a peanut.
you kind of left me rambling there for a minute. Anyway,
All right, it's all good. Ah, oh, thank you, thank you.
Bobby's always a great supporter. And everybody is.
Equipment. All right.
Which means we're equal, was what she just said. So, in case you needed that English definition.
All right. For everyone in the chat, thank you for hanging with us tonight on this Friday night debut of MK Ultra
Loaded.
How many drinks are you in tonight?
I need to refill. So,
are we chatting later?
We always do.
All right. Peeps in the chat, thank you so much for hanging with us. Please do us a solid on the YouTube. Please give a thumbs up if you like it. Share it. Share the link with friends, family.
And Bobby or Ron, share the fact that Kevin sent this to you, and the admins need to approve the post.
Yeah. So yeah, we are
good to see you tonight, Charles. Glad you're doing good.
Maria, it was good to see you too. Just
good to see you, baby.
Well, you literally said it was good to see Charles before you said it was good to see me.
Linda.
For MK Ultra Loaded. We thank you for watching us. We wish everyone a great weekend. We'll be back next Friday. Love you, Maria.
I love you too, baby.
Yeah.